response is, that's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
first down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. Try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, second and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Yep, got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
12 at the 22-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And now look at him go. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're going to look to throw. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
2-yard line.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Mayfield on play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Mayfield with it once more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out. But they'll do so fatigued.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Jaguars.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff working right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 44's the mic, 44's mic. Check, check. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hurry, hurry. Regular, regular, regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check, check. First down. Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
55, my God, 55. Here we go. Here we go.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
Oh, yeah, that's how
And
we do
all
it.
the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Sly on for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Browns 21. Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now they try the right side here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
43-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
65.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Number 86.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 4-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 29.
Number 12.
A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
Down Jacksonville.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Back to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Mayfield to throw it. Going left side here, and it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mayfield now. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 44. Regular. Get that quarterback and all court. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Coming to you.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Browns 31, Jaguars 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
But now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Let's get it. 180. Up, up. Hey, eat. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Mark 55. Mark 55. It's coming this way. Here we go. Run. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
35-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's another.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down and goal to go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a second and 13. Handoff as they run the counter play. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Third and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
2 yards. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
13-yard line.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 48 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
29 is the mic. Cut 19. Cut 19. Watch QB drop. 29 is the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go with Chubb on second down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. 3rd down here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
15 on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Mike 29. Switch up. 29 is the Mike.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
66, Jaguars 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Chubb. And some space here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
What we got? 25, check 25, check 25. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner.
You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score, Browns.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.